The 6,000 Pound Diaries with Dr. Now, Season 1, Episode 1, Chelsey's story. Chelsey is currently 25 years old. She lives in Texas, and she says that all she wants to be is just healthy in her body, comfortable in her body. She wants to be able to travel. She wants to have a normal life, and right now she currently has sleep apnea, she has diabetes, and she also has asthma and would like to no longer have all of those. Her relationship with her mother right now is pretty good. It used to not be so great because her father is very abusive toward her verbally. They get in arguments all the time. He drinks, which then causes him to get even more verbal. And for a long time, her mother took his side, but recently she has apologized and they are starting to mend their relationship. She actually first went to see Dr. Now when she was 9 years old, and at that time she was over 300 pounds. Her eldest sister is older than her and was working at CPS at that time and said to her mom basically, her being at this size is child endangerment and you need to help take care of this or else she may get taken away from you. But even though she had went to see Dr. Now, it didn't really work, and by the age of 15 she was over 400 pounds. So they went back to see Dr. Now, tried to get her help, but by 21 she was 500 pounds. It is month 1 of her journey. They go down to see Dr. Now. It's about an hour drive, so not very far. She is currently 628 pounds, and Dr. Now says you should be closer to 140 pounds. He says, I want you to lose 30 pounds in a month. I'm going to send a registered dietitian to come and talk to you, and you need to start therapy. She's starting off her journey right this time. She is cooking some vegetables. She is cooking some fish. The registered dietitian comes and she explains a bunch of things. They do throw out some food, but most of it's not because it's not on the plan. It's actually because there are things that are very expired. Her journey was around the summer of last year, 2024, and some of the things that they had thrown away expired in 2021. The registered dietitian is explaining basically that we will eat the things that are canned because they're here and the ones that are not expired. But moving forward, you should really buy the fresh ones or the frozen ones and stay away from the cans because sometimes they have a lot of salt in them or they have a lot of added preservatives in them that you do not need. She has a personal trainer friend who also used to be very overweight, and he comes in from Atlanta and they are working out together. She also has met with a therapist, and then she decides to confront her father and say basically that the yelling's gotta stop, the disrespecting me's gotta stop, the drinking's gotta stop, and she is just kind of laying everything out and telling him how he hurt her, and then in the middle of it, he storms off. But she will not let that get her down. She goes with her friends. They go to the pool. They are doing pool exercises. And then she goes to church for the first time in 5 years. It is month 2. She is 567 pounds. That is a recent weight loss of 61 pounds. And Dr. Now is very happy with her progress. Dr. Now is helping her to set little goals of different things that she wants to accomplish with her weight loss. So her next one is that she wants to go to church, she wants to stand the whole time, and she wants to start singing in the choir again. He does approve her for weight loss surgery the next month, but a few days later she ends up back in the hospital because she is having chest pain. She can't breathe, she's weak, and all this stuff. So they do a bunch of tests. They don't find anything wrong except for that her blood alcohol level is 8 times the legal limit. And for those outside of the United States, the legal limit is 0.8, so 8 times that. Dr. Now asked her, why you so drunk, basically? And she said that she tried to confront her dad, but the only time that they're able to, connect and not argue is when they are both drinking, and so that is what she did. But he chatted with her therapist. They think this was just a one-time setback, and she needs to continue with the weight loss, stop drinking so much, and continue with therapy. It is now month 3. She's 537 pounds. And that means that she has lost 91 pounds, and it is surgery day. She is getting her weight loss surgery. Her family's there to support her, an uncle and a sister and her mom and everybody. Everything goes great. She does have a hernia that they do address. And Dr. Dow says that because she will be on a liquid diet for the next month, she could easily lose 40 pounds and then about 15 to 20 pounds every month after that until she gets closer to her goal weight. Month 5, she's 499 pounds. Recent weight loss of 38 pounds, 129 total. Her mom and her sister and her, they all go get their nails done and their toes done. And she's talking about how she wants to get married one day and have a family one day and be healthy with them. And that she is also going to go back to school in person and not just online. And she wants to be a paralegal. She's still going to therapy. That's going well. And her father actually decides he's going to go to rehab. It is now month 6. Dad is back from rehab. They have another chat. He is so much more clear-headed and just so much more present and there and really absorbs what she's saying. He apologizes. He says he loves her and that this is hopefully a really good starting off point for them. And she does achieve her goal. She goes to church and she's in the choir. She's up there singing in the choir. We leave off her journey on the television show. She's 396 pounds. And that is all in all a total weight loss of 232 pounds in only 7 months. And she's just talking about how great her life is, how much more she's able to do. She's able to drive. Her and some friends, they like went to a club and they're dancing and everything just seems to be going great. So what has she been up to since she was on the show? Based on some videos that were shown in the show and on her social media, it seems that her filming probably ended last summer-ish. So it's been just under a year since she stopped filming the show. She has Facebook, she has Instagram, she has TikTok, and in the screenshots that I will be showing in just a second, you can see her username if you want to follow her. While she hasn't actually recently posted her new weight, you can definitely see that she is still on with the exercising. She's posting videos almost every day. She's got that viral like hula hoop band thing that was like super popular on TikTok like 2 years ago where you swing it around and there's like a weight on it and then you have to reduce the rings as you get thinner. And she says she's down 10 of those rings. There's also a lot of videos with her friend where the personal trainer guy and they are in videos together. So it seems that they are still working out together. She's doing Zumba classes. They are going to the pool now that it's heating up. She did post a picture on Mother's Day of her mother, and her father. They are going to church. So she is still active in the church. And she also wrote a book, and it is available on Amazon. This was the first episode of the new series that I watched. It's available on Lifetime in the United States. I don't know if it's streaming anywhere else, but it is a Lifetime exclusive. It may eventually be on like Netflix, Hulu, HBO, one of those. It is more of a like self-filmed, as it says, the diaries of them. There are some shots that do have a camera crew, like when they go and do their weigh-ins, which by the way, Dr. Now's office has gotten a little makeover and he has got all sorts of like fancy things where they go and they get on the scale. There's now like this area that has all sorts of different scales on it, but most of it is self-filmed, kind of, selfie style or whatever. And I actually kind of like that because we get to see a little bit more. Because like I feel like on my 600-pound life, because it's only when the camera crew shows up that they get to film anything, and so they kind of set what they're going to do and what they're going to film. And this just seems really candid, really natural and organic, and they get to capture a lot of the daily ins and outs, ups and downs. And about Chelsey overall, I just thought she was so fun, and she just seems like really sweet and just really, I love that she stood up for herself and like talked to her father and talked to her mother about the different things that she was going through. She seems to have a really good community and a group of friends around her that are very supportive. But I also like that because we got this more like diary, self-camera, self-filming, whatever, we got to see more of these people's personalities. And I hope that continues. There is another episode that I will be covering soon about another person's story. But I always felt like on My 600-Pound Life, because it was so like produced and edited and everything, we didn't get to see really like who these people were. Where I feel like on this, because again, it's self-filmed, we get to see so much more of them, and I really enjoy this format. So I hope that she is doing great. I hope she continues on her journey. I hope that she continues to update us on her journey, and that the relationship between her and her father and her mother and everybody continues to mend, and that her father stays sober, and that they are able to mend their relationship and move forward.